MSNBC is beyond a joke. I don't even call them a news organization. These people are corrupt, they're criminal, and I know you probably don't listen to them, but you have to hear this guest speaker and this host. The things that they say, it's just embarrassing, it's evil, it's disgusting, and they're talking about Trump, and they're talking about when he becomes president, the things he's going to do, but obviously they're projecting. It's the things that they actually do, that the liberals and the Democrats do, that they're going to say Trump is going to do to you. You have to listen to some of the stuff they're going to say. I'll come back at the end with my final thoughts. Check it out.
Cheney's been talking about that I am also obsessed with is kind of what damage he could do within government without even necessarily breaking the law, like how he could use the levers of government to bend to his will. You've worked in government. What scares you the most?
Well, the possibilities are almost limitless, and I spent nearly 2 years asking that question to people, and I wrote it in this book, Blowback, but to try to paint that picture, to try to understand what he would actually do by talking to all of my former colleagues at different departments and agencies under Trump and asking them that question. What will happen in a second term? The biggest concerns for me are on the national security side. I think Americans still don't understand the full extent of the president's powers and things Donald Trump could do, bubble wrapped in legalese, that would be damaging to the republic. And one of those that I've noted is there's something in the White House called the Doomsday Book. And for the first time, DHS gave authorization for me to mention this publicly. And the fact that there are concerns that that book, which is supposed to be used to protect the country in instances of armed foreign invasion or rebellion, it's the president's most extraordinary powers, could be picked up by Trump and used for domestic political purposes. He could invoke powers we've never heard a president of the United States invoke, potentially to shut down companies or turn off the internet or deploy the U.S. military on U.S. soil.
Do you hear this fool? The things that Trump is going to do if he gets into power? Shut down companies? Yeah, right. Because that's what conservatives do. They shut down companies, right? Conservatives want to deregulate so that companies have more control and power. It is the liberals and the Democrats who have shut down companies. Look at the pandemic. I mean, they basically shut down the entire economy. He also says Trump is going to shut down the internet. Really? It is Democrats and liberals who are constantly trying to censor the internet. And they're also trying to constantly have control over social media and big tech companies. This is called projection on Trump. He's worried about Trump when it comes to the security area, like things like what? That he is going to finally get our border in order. He's going to get us out of foreign wars. That he's going to make sure that our trade agreements are fair. He's going to make sure that we're energy independent. Is that what you're really scared of? We already had Trump for 4 years. They already fear-mongered the first time. They said Trump is going to do crazy things. If anything, the United States finally entered a time period of relative peace. I mean, up until the pandemic, which we know, of course, was likely caused by some, let's say, nefarious activities by those individuals who seem to be very close to the liberal and Democrat parties. Don't want to get too much involved in that, but you all know what I'm talking about. This guy's just trying to sell his book off of the back of Trump, and he's using Democrat and liberal ideologies in order to do it. Taking those things and putting them on Trump as if he's the one who would do that. That is absolutely not going to happen. I'll tell you what's going to happen. Corporations and businesses shut down. He is going to liberate them. Deregulate, smart regulations. Security, we're going to see the best security we've seen in our country in a while. And shutting down the internet, we're going to see internet freedom. That's what's going to happen. What do you all think about this? Leave your comments below. I'll catch you in the next video.